The National Museum of Kazakhstan is a unique institution. The entire history of Kazakhstan is collected in its exhibition halls and archives. It is one of the 10 largest museums in the world. The classical expositions are combined here with advanced technologies. The cultural and historical heritage of our country is the key to the secrets of the Turkic civilization. The Golden Man, a sensational archaeological find of the 20th century and one of the symbols of Kazakhstan, is also on display at the museum. The Saka warrior did not leave his native land since the opening of the Isik Mound. The history of the warrior is described in various encyclopedias and scientific works, and it is time for a big campaign. The Golden Man Procession on the Museums of the World, a large-scale international project, was launched with the support of the Kazakh Ministry of Culture and Sports and the National Museum of Kazakhstan. The exhibition was first presented in Moscow. Now the capital of Azerbaijan, Baku, will host the exhibition dedicated to the Saki warrior. Before the Heritage of the Great Steppe Masterpieces of Jewelry Art exhibition will go on tour, the museum staff will prepare the most valuable cargo for package.
В городе Баку будут представлены подлинные шедевры казахского национального искусства.
The authentic masterpieces of Kazakh national art will be exhibited in Baku. We will bring a unique collection, which consists of several antiques. The collection is primarily represented by a golden warrior. Kazakh folk arts and crafts, hand-woven clothing line, and other valuable masterpieces of national art. Each item must be properly packed, enclosed in its cell in a separate box, because it is important to keep the item properly. We should save it for our next generation. For this purpose, we have special boxes, equipment, and chests. The items are packed into a special paper to prevent any damage. We are very glad to present our collection in other cities. We are proud of our history.
В которых укладывается данный предмет, оборачивается в специальную бумагу для того, чтобы он не имел никаких потом повреждений, для того, чтобы он мог сохраниться.
We have just arrived in Baku, a bright sunny day in the city by the sea, where the yellow stone of ancient buildings combined with the sparkling blue facades of skyscrapers. The city has a wealth of parks, squares, gardens and lawns along with architectural buildings. The history of Baku begins with antiquity, and its historical buildings can prove this fact. The Ichiri Sheher, an old quarter in the heart of the city, where people live from the 8th century to this day, is a live organism, which has its own infrastructure. This building looks new against the background of grey-colored antiquities. Although it's just the beginning of the 20th century, it is one of the main attractions of Baku. Today, more than 250 state and private museums operate in Azerbaijan. The National Museum of History of Azerbaijan is the first venue in this list. These days, the museum will become the center of the Turkic world. At the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, well-known Baku industrialist and philanthropist Haji Tagiev decided to present his palace to his young wife. His gift was recorded in history. The creator of the project, a Polish architect, has made sure that Golubsky Palace joined the European style with the traditions of Azerbaijani architecture at the construction of the palace. In 1920, when the Bolsheviks, who are a faction of the Marxist Russian Social Democratic Labour Party, seized power, the building of the palace became state property and opened its doors as a museum of the history of Azerbaijan. The total number of museum items exceeds 300,000, including weapons, household items, jewelry, clothing, handmade carpets, and many other exhibits. We will tell more about the main museum exhibits of Azerbaijan soon. Now, the time has come to unpack our treasures.
Aziz dostlar, мы очень рады, что группе...
Dear colleagues, we are very pleased that the staff of the Kazakh National Museum has the honor to visit the National Museum of Azerbaijan with such an honorable mission, and we bring to you the Golden Man Procession on the Museums of the World exhibition. We have more than 5,000 jewelries in the museum funds. We bring you 62 pieces of jewelries dating back to the late 18th to early 20th century. We also have several exhibits of horse equipment. As you know, a nomad cannot live without a horse. Anticipating the official opening ceremony of the exhibition, the opening of sealed treasures is no less important and solemn ceremony. The Kazakh president initiated such a good project, the Procession of the Gold Man. These are our common roots, the common culture of the Turkic-speaking people, and we are very glad that the whole world will see this antiquity of the Turkic nation. The employees of the two museums will have long and arduous work. They will put the items from the heritage of the Great Steppe on display for several days. Now we have time to get to know the National Museum of History of Azerbaijan. The exhibition of the Saka period, where the common Turkic roots can be clearly traced, is of particular interest.
Здесь обратите внимание, что было присуще и вашей, и нашей культуре.
Pay attention to the things that were similar in our culture and your culture. Similarity in images, birds, dynamics, the movement of eternal life, the struggle between good and evil. We see tiny grain in the 4th to 3rd century BC, in the period of the Golden Man's existence. Pyramids, triangles, grape clusters are formed based on grains.
И зерни образуют различные пирамидки, треугольники, виноградные грозди. Аналогии поражают многих.
This analogy can be striking. This is a unique handmade earring. We call them aysirga, which is earring in the form of moon. You brought similar earrings. The archaeologists has discovered 3 similar unique handmade earrings. They are in the form of the moon. We have not preserved the name, but thanks to you, we decided to restore its name as aysirga. We are going to the 2nd floor of the museum. Here we find ourselves in a hall with magnificent furniture. The traditional art of carpet weaving of Azerbaijan is included in the representative list of the United Nations Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity. The whole hall is dedicated to carpets and weaving in the museum. Among many styles, we immediately single out woven in the western part of Azerbaijan, where in the 15th century the Turkic tribes settled. The name of the district is Kazakh.
Казахский коврах, там орнаментация, она крупных размерах.
The Kazakh carpets are distinguished by large ornaments. The horns symbolize wealth. We see similar ornaments on your felt carpets. Here they are images of curly curls.
Встречается изображение вьющихся завитков. Ковры – это часть жизни азербайджанца.
The carpets are a part of life of Azerbaijani people. We are born and die on carpets. When a child is born, we begin to weave a carpet in honor of him. When a girl is getting married, they give her a set of 3 to 5 carpets. The girl from the age of 5 learns to weave a carpet. Before she got married, she weaves the largest part of carpet. Her character, mood, and feelings can be seen on her works.
Она здесь передавала все. Здесь ее темперамент, здесь ее настроение, здесь ее мироощущение.
2 huge rocks appeared in the halls where the Golden Man is located at night. These are the carpets brought from Kazakhstan. In addition, an exposition of 6 pattern woven fabrics appeared in the central part of the hall. The pattern ribbons are aimed to decorate the yurt, a traditional dwelling of nomads. The hall of the National Museum of Azerbaijan, which hosts the temporary exhibition, has completely changed with the arrival of the Golden Man. The bright walls, ornamented ceilings, and massive chandeliers were replaced by a concept that stood in one style, shading all the beauty and variety of Saka treasures and national Kazakh silver.
Мы за это сделали стены 4 метра, вот максимально.
We made the walls with a maximum height of 4 meters to fit the style of the exhibition. People would come and be confused. Too many flowers, too many details. Therefore, we made the walls dark and decorate them with golden items and ornaments.
Золотых изделий, украшений в крупным планом.
The scenery of the exhibition was delivered from Kazakhstan in a 20-meter wagon. A whole team of installers arrived to install the exhibits.
Месяц готовятся эти витрины, то есть они не одной формы. Допустим, здесь у нас.
These showcases are being prepared in a month. They are not of the same shape. We have an island of 4 storefronts. They are also different in height. The logistics, insurance, and then we should construct the exhibition here. It takes 10 days. We have tight deadlines. The valuable artifacts require proper supervision. After the exhibits are laid out under the glass, an important part of the organization of the exhibition is the installation of an alarm security system. The crucial moment is the ascent of the Golden Man to the pedestal. The official opening of the exhibition was preceded by a press conference. Deputy Director of the National Museum of Kazakhstan, Abay Satubaldin, gave the welcoming speech. Director of the National Museum of History of Azerbaijan, Naila Velikhanli, Azerbaijan academician Shahin Mustafayev, and Kazakh professor, Professor Zainola Samashev, also attended the event. The opening of the Heritage of the Great Steppe Masterpieces of Jewelry Art Exhibition at the National Museum of History of Azerbaijan is a great event in the cultural and scientific life of our country. The Azerbaijan audience has the opportunity to be acquainted with the Golden Man, one of the most unique archaeological finds of the 20th century, the largest monument of the Scythian Saki period. Doctor of Historical Sciences, Professor Zainola Samashev noted the special importance of the exhibition for both Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan. We brought the items of Kazakh jewelry artisans together with the Golden Man, as well as the copies or original versions of medieval things. Our goal is to present the historical and cultural continuity from the Saka era to today, and we aim to show that our ancestors did not appear out of nowhere. We, the modern Turkic people, are their descendants. The Golden Man procession on the Museums of the World, a large-scale international exhibition, was officially opened in Baku.
Бұл халықаралық мәдени іс-шараның екі елдің арасындағы мәдени
This major international cultural event takes a special place in the cultural humanitarian cooperation between the two countries. Secondly, this great event is held on the eve of the 100th anniversary of the Azerbaijani Democratic Republic. This proves the great interest of people, the scientific community of art, history, and culture of Kazakhstan.
Қазақстанның өнеріне, Қазақстанның тарихына, Қазақстанның өткеніне үлкен қызығушылығын білдіреді.
Finally, this exhibition is the national cultural and historical code of our country. This is our respect for the past.
Коды бұл өткенімізге құрметпен қарау.
Scientists, academicians, cultural and public figures, representatives of the creative intelligentsia gathered on a warm summer evening at the museum. All of them first noted the friendship between our countries and the common cultural heritage that we inherited from our ancestors, the Turkic people. I'm very glad that today, beautiful exhibition from such a large country as Kazakhstan is held in Azerbaijan. Kazakhstan is a member of the International Turkic Culture and Heritage Foundation. This exhibition, of course, reflects the history and art of Kazakhstan, but at the same time, it represents the culture of not only your country, but all the Turkic people. I'm very pleased that the member countries of our foundation have such a rich heritage. The relations between Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan today are at the desired level by both society and the state. The Golden Man procession on the Museums of the World project and its exposition in Azerbaijan is a very important event in the life of our country. Unity of the Turkic people is not just a simple phrase. It brings together millions of citizens of different countries. Their archaeological excavations helped us to prove this fact. Zaur Gasanov devoted his entire life to the study of the Saka period. Azerbaijani scientists solved the greatest mystery of the modern history of the world, an inscription on the legendary Isik cup, which is found next to the Golden Man. The unique relic is now in the hall of the Museum of History of Azerbaijan. Thanks to the archaeologists, the ancient language is being spoken again. And this is a Proto-Turkic language, common to Kazakhs and Azerbaijanis.
Читается она следующим образом. Там написано:
According to the runic inscription, the name of the buried man with the golden armor was Singli. The tribes of the four corners swear an oath. The ritual bowl that was used during the oath was described in the history of Herodotus. Scythians drank an oath of blood, and it is described in the history of the Han dynasty in Chinese sources about how the Huns drank an oath of blood from a special bowl. This exhibition, dedicated to the heritage of the Great Steppe, will garner interest not only from the representatives of the scientific community, but everyone who are interested in the topics of national identity. It is necessary to learn the history of our nation, to find its roots, origins, and interaction with the cultures of other people. The residents and guests of the capital of Azerbaijan will have the opportunity to visit the Heritage of the Great Steppe Masterpieces of Jewelry Art Exhibition until July 1st, 2018. And after that, our Golden man will continue his procession to the world's museums.